Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to the Global Career Forum, the international online recruiting event organized for the MBA students from top business schools. We welcome you to today's online session with Prime Capital Management, and we have the pleasure to welcome for this live session our keynote speaker, Wang Yan, who is the HR specialist and research assistant at Prime Capital Management. Wang, warm welcome.
Hello, everyone. First, I'd like to thank the Global Career Forum for the invitation for this session. And also, I want to thank all the attendees for your interest in the position and also your time for this session. And first of all, I'd like to make a brief introduction about our company. Prime Capital is a boutique fund management company specializing in Greater China related investment opportunities based on proprietary and in-depth fundamental research with more than $3 billion under management. And our mission is to achieve high capital appreciation for investors through proprietary and in-depth fundamental research with integrity, insights, and professionalism.
Excellent, thank you. So maybe a few questions. What type of a person succeeds at your company?
Discipline and diligence are vital, as probably required by any job. And what we emphasize here is enthusiasm. Because only with strong enthusiasm can you be motivated to make utmost efforts to find out the truth, even if it is against the consensus.
Thank you. What made you want to work at Prime Capital Management?
First, Prime Capital embraces meritocracy, rewarding the best performers, regardless of age, education, or experience. So as long as you are competent enough, you can soon sparkle here. And second, people get along quite well with each other here. I really enjoy the free and easy atmosphere here. And third, you can get well paid for what you contribute here for this company.
Thank you. What about behaviors and skills that you would like to see from the participants?
Generally, we hope the candidates should be responsive, insightful, and confident. And in terms of the analysis process, because this time we are recruiting the intern for the analyst position, so we need them to be rational and objective, eager to dig the truth, so that they can land on reasonable judgment.
You mentioned the position that you're recruiting for. Can you let us know a little bit more about the position, the intern position? What would the position entail, and what are the requirements for that?
The requirements for the position?
Yes.
That is presented in our job description. First, this time we are recruiting exclusively the MBA students because we think they have more working experience before. And second, we hope that they are graduating in the year of 2020 because this time we have the summer internship for the summer of 2019. So we hope that we can have a certain period to consider. So we hope that the candidates can be graduating in 2020 instead of 2019. And also we hope that they have the science background and also the financial background. That doesn't mean that they should have a finance degree. What we emphasize more is their science background and also their experience before. And also, of course, because this is a financial analyst position, so we hope that they could have basic financial knowledge.
Okay, thank you. And can you share with us examples of projects that the new hire would be working on?
Because previously we only have experience recruiting domestically, so this is our first time to recruit the overseas students. Previously, when we recruiting the domestic students, typically we would assign research projects to each new hire, and they would have 1 month to work on the project. Then they will give a presentation, and if we think the presentation is great, or if we think that the presentation is of high quality, then the candidate can start to cover selected companies in some industry sector, and they will be guided by a senior analyst of the sector. And this time, when it comes to the overseas recruiting, maybe we will have a more flexible way to conduct, no matter the interview. Maybe we will have the interview online, or it will be a video interview because of the instance and because of the distance and the time difference. And also maybe we will have different evaluation method for the overseas students.
Okay, thank you. I have a few questions from the audience. If you could tell us a bit more about the company, as the candidate could not find your website. For example, how many people work at the company, where are the offices, what types of deals do you invest in?
Sure. There are about 30 employees in our company. And we have both Hong Kong office and the Shanghai office, and the research team is based in Hong Kong office. And we have about more than 20 employees in the Shanghai office, and about 10 employees in the Hong Kong office. And all the analysts are in the Shanghai office.
Okay, thank you. And how many MBAs work at the company? From which schools do they come from?
Beg your pardon?
How many MBAs do you have working at Prime Capital Management?
Actually, previously we didn't exclusively recruit MBAs. We embrace both the graduates, postgraduates, and MBAs. So currently, we have about 1 or 2 MBAs. One is from the Harvard Business School, yes, and most of our new hires are from the domestic school because, as I have already mentioned, this is our first time to recruit the overseas students. So we hope that we can include more overseas into our team to make our team more diverse.
Thank you. When you mentioned the internships that you're currently recruiting for, do you plan this position to be converted in a full-time role later on?
Yeah, because it's a summer internship, and we are based in Shanghai, and the students because it is summer, so it will be a full-time position for the intern. And after the semester begins, they can go back to schools to resume their classes.
Thank you. A question from a candidate, Anand, who's asking, why does it matter the student is graduating in 2019 or 2020?
Because this is a summer internship for the 2019. And after the summer internship, maybe we will have we hope that we could have some time to consider whether to give the offer or not. So 2 months maybe is not enough for us to decide whether to give the offer or not, because that offer is a final one. That means we give a permanent position to the student. So we hope that we can give it more thought to the position. That's why we hope that the student can be graduating in 2020.
Okay, thank you. Another question from the audience is, what are the expectations out of this internship? And I think this is related in terms of also performance expectations. So what do you think about that?
You mean the outcome of the internship?
The expectations, the performance expectations of this internship.
Okay. First, we hope that the candidate can give us a satisfactory presentation. As I just mentioned, that in the first month of the internship, the candidate will be assigned a project to work on, and after at the end of the 1 month, they will give us a presentation. So we hope that that presentation can be insightful and fruitful. That is the first step. And the second, after they pass the presentation, then they will begin to cover selected companies, and also they will be guided by a senior analyst. That means that the candidate will be work with or cooperate with our analysts. So we hope that during that process, the candidate can communicate effectively with our analysts, and at the same time, they can carry out independent research work to grow step by step into a mature analyst.
Perfect, thank you. When the candidates will graduate, will the internship then convert into a job upon graduating?
We haven't decided yet when to give the offer. Maybe shortly after the summer internship, or maybe will be 1 or 2 months after that summer internship, because this is our first time to recruit overseas. So we have to the timeline still on one side still depends on the candidate performance. If we think that the candidate is qualified to our position, maybe we will give the offer very shortly after the internship, or maybe we think that we still need to consider a longer time, then we will give it after longer time. But I think because they are MBAs, so maybe we think I think it will not take much longer, very long time for us to give the offer. Maybe one or at most maybe 1 or 2 months after the internship.
Okay, thank you. And after students submitting the application for the internship, what can they do, or how soon can they expect an answer from you? What would be the future steps?
Yeah, now we are collecting the resumes already, and we plan to hold the interview in March or April. So it will still they still have to wait 1 or 2 months. Then we will inform the candidates about the interview timeline.
Okay, thank you. Perhaps any last-minute advice to the candidates before we conclude the session?
We hope that they can go through their resumes to rethink what they have done before or their previous experience, and to consider the connection between their previous experience and what they can contribute to our company.
Great. Well, many thanks for taking the time to be with us here today. And we will put the recording of the session on the event website within a few hours. Thank you again, Wang.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.